Welcome to United Fans TV, where each week we take a look at all things red from the fans' perspective. Coming up this week, we were at Old Trafford for the games against uftv in the Champions League and the Premier League match against Sunderland that marked the 25th anniversary of Sir Alex Ferguson's reign at United. We also look back to one of Fergie's finest nights with a video diary from Moscow 2008. And we speak to football writer Andy Mitten about his new book about United in the 70s. But first, Saturday's league game against Sunderland marked 25 years at Old Trafford for the one and only Sir Alex Ferguson. United Fans TV spoke to fans about the great man's remarkable reign. What do you want to say to Sir Alex for these 25 years, Simon?
Thank you. That's it. Just thank you. And well done.
Thank you for
What's the t-shirt?
Yeah, we've got out the back.
mega memories.
Nice.
Yeah, you got it.
Keep it going.
Oh, your official souvenirs.
God, you're going to go Red News United. Okay. Red News United fanzine Fergie special.
1957.
Red News United fanzine Fergie special.
So Barney, tell us quickly.
You looked it.
What does Fergie's?
It changed our lives. Never thought we'd see one league.
And what about today? Do you think the fans will really show their appreciation?
Yeah. We're loving this. We've all got our faults, which some people call him for, but I'd always say we've all got human frailties, and what he's done, he changed our lives. We'd have been unfulfilled if we'd have waited for the Holy Grail, and then we just go on and on and on and on, and that's the incredible thing. We'll never see another like him, and we've been blessed by two of them.
Amazing. Nice one, mate. Right, it's Alex Ferguson's 25th anniversary as United boss coming up. What's your thoughts on that?
Fantastic. He's a man in a million. You know, years ago we nearly got rid of him. If it wasn't for Mark Robbins, you'd probably got the sack. Today.
And if you want to look straight into the camera and give Fergie a message for 25 years at Old Trafford, what do you want to say to him directly?
Just say thank you very much, Alex. And if it weren't for you, this wouldn't be here today. Thank you very much.
Nice one, mate. What's Alex Ferguson meant to you as a United fan over the last 25 years?
I've never known anything else. I'm only 28 years old. I can't remember football when I was 4 or 5 years old. So he's the only person I can't see anybody replace him. I think I'm distraught when he's gone, but he's not yet. So just hang on to it as long as you can.
Sir Alex Ferguson will probably be remembered as the greatest football manager ever. Sir Matt Busby would have pushed him close, and I don't just want to sound biased because I'm a Manchester United supporter, because people like Bill Shankly and Bob Paisley have been wonderful managers in the English game, and there's countless managers in the global game who are worthy of a mention. But Sir Alex Ferguson has rebuilt several teams time and time again, often at times when everyone was against him, including United fans. He's done it occasionally in difficult circumstances, proved his doubters wrong time and time again. He's won trophy after trophy, and he's maintained a level of consistency that is unmatched in world football. And I speak to a lot of journalists outside of Britain, and they can't believe his longevity. They can't believe he's stayed so long, that he's ridden out so many crises, and he's hugely respected for what he's done by the players. Even the players he's let go acknowledge that he's a brilliant manager, and he makes the difficult decisions, and I think history will remember him very well. He's upset some United fans at times over various issues. I think overall history will remember Alex Ferguson very well.
Absolutely. And from your perspective, you must have bumped into Fergie countless times over the years. How have you found him?
I think he's a good person. I think there's two Fergies. I think there's the Fergie, the private man, who sends birthday cards and Christmas presents out to people and turns up at funerals of people who you wouldn't expect him. And I know people close to my family where the manager's to cut short his holiday and come back for funerals and giving outstanding speeches on the value of loyalty and stuff like that. And then there's the Ferguson who you see facing the media and the way that he deals with journalists, and he's a far harder man. He can be ruthlessly hard. That's just his defence mechanism. I don't always agree with his actions, but he's undeniably successful in what he does.
He can do what he wants at the moment, can't he?
Yeah.
We're going to celebrate Sir Alex Ferguson's 25th anniversary of being in charge. Why so blue? You look really blue. What's up?
Well, it's that legacy I'm talking about. Like everyone's always said, you're only as good as your last game, and I'm just, although I've celebrated 25 years, I'm just concerned about the legacy it may leave. In a lot of people's opinions, we've got a squad which, although it's large, quality-wise, I don't personally think it's as good as it's been in past years. I don't believe we've got a functional midfield anymore. I'm bothered about the full-back positions. With the emergence of City, obviously Barcelona are just improving all the time. Bayern Munich, Madrid, I just got a feeling that we're going to fall behind slightly in Europe and at home, and I'd just be disappointed if he left on a legacy, you know.
So are you saying that the legacy could be tarnished, or do you not think that the 25 years that we've already had is the legacy? The next 5 years, if it is 5 years or 2 years, it doesn't really matter a toss, does it? I mean, look at Busby.
You've got to carry on moving.
Look at his legacy.
I'll be at this. See, my point is, I'll be at this club when Ferguson's gone. I was there before he came, and I'll still be there after he's gone. So I'm interested in what he's going to leave. I don't believe he wants to leave anything but on the top, but I think his hands and his mouth are kept tightly shut by Mr. Glazer, and that is the most annoying point of it, that week in, week out, I pay my hard-earned cash, by choice, fair enough, to an American who's taking a lot of money out of our club, and we don't seem to be improving the quality on the pitch.
Okay.
And we're falling behind. That is my big concern.
Well, let's just for one moment look back at some of the abiding memories. So you mentioned Nottingham Forest 1990. Just tell us what's happened since then, and some of the abiding memories that you've had in the Alex Ferguson era.
Well, yeah, you'd be a long time listening them out, but to get straight to the point, the main thing was he embraced the United fans' attitude that the whole point was Liverpool. The whole point was the perch, their number of titles. They were streets ahead in terms of leagues, domestic leagues, and he took that on. And that's what his driving factor was. His driving motivation was to get somewhere near, and he's ended up eclipsing that. So for me, that's his main achievement. And obviously, you add to that the two Champions Leagues, and the finals which they've made as well. So the guy obviously knows what he's doing, and long may it continue.
So a tepid game, but another 1-0 win and another clean sheet against a hearty Sunderland side was enough. For once, the event appeared to be bigger than the game, but those that saw the unveiling of the new Sir Alex Ferguson stand knew they'd seen something special. Thanks for 25 years, Sir Alex. Here's to many more. Here's a few fans' views after the game. What would you say has been the defining moment of your time watching Man United under Sir Alex Ferguson?
There's been lots, really.
The treble, probably the best.
How old were you in the treble? Two. And what do you think of this current United side then?
Could be improved,
but especially in midfield.
I think.
Get rid of Carrick.
Get rid of Carrick.
And Johnny Evans. But I think we can do it. Bye.
Alright, boys.
Next centre midfield.
Nice one, thanks a lot.
Hello.
Myself and my mother. She got Giggsy's signature in her hand on the way in.
How did you manage
Can't
that?
beat that. He's attracted to beautiful women.
Well, yeah, you got to watch him.
I'd actually no pen for my t-shirt.
But super game, great to be there. Very, very pleased to be there for Fergie's 25th. So really, really chuffed.
My first time to go away from Northern Ireland. I support he's already best all my life. So God bless Alex.
What would you say the defining moment of you followed United for how many years?
Yeah.
All my life, yeah.
And you've watched you've probably watched most of your United games under Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yes. Only under Sir Alex. Only for me.
His dad followed them from the early time.
When people, when he does retire, which he hasn't retired, I think that's important to point out, isn't it? But
Of course.
when he does retire, how do you think he'll be remembered?
As a genius, as an absolute genius, as an. I hope there's a statue put right up there beside Sir Matt.
And it was great to see the unveiling of his name on the stadium today, wasn't it?
Fantastic. I got my photograph taken by myself.
Fantastic. Long live Alex.
All the best. Thank you.
I thought today's interview were absolutely superb. Nicely developed, nicely done. The way that it went on, it wasn't over the top. United was very appreciative. All the fans were appreciative, and Sunderland were just fantastic to appreciate what's been gone on. But Sir Alex, what a great return he's done for the club. To say a sticky start to come now for the champagne reception that he's entitled to, and he deserves everything, because this will never ever in football happen again. So being here today, you have been at a unique event, because it will never happen again.
What do you think of some of the United fans that say, oh, since the Glazers have come in, the fact that I think some of them wanted Fergie to walk away, didn't they, when the Glazers came in?
They did, yes, they did. Well, if you look at what the Glazers have done with the money and put United into debt is totally wrong and totally alien to what we do. But unfortunately, they are businessmen and look at it through a business aspect. But they haven't really led us down in what we wanted to buy or what Ferguson wanted to buy. So you can't really blame them for that. What you can blame them for is the way they brought United into debt. And Ferguson, he's a very loyal man, but he can see the potential. Have they let him down with anything? Absolutely not. Have they backed him with everything? They've backed him every time. That's it.
There you go,
25 years. Here we go. Ferguson go.
Do you really think that? I mean, do you think that, because the way that a lot of fans look at it, Ferguson does spin a good yarn, when he's put in front of a camera or in front of the newspapers, but when it comes down to it, surely he must look over the road at Man City with envious eyes at the moment.
I think he probably does, and I think that the Glazers will start thinking to say that if they want to keep their money and want to get their interest back on their investment, they're going to have to make some serious inroads into what we can do.
Have you calmed down after the pre-match excitement and when you were talking about?
Well, that game acted as a tranquiliser, yeah, so I'm quite calm. Nearly fell asleep at a few points.
We've just been talking to some United fans who they were saying, how great it's been under Alex Ferguson, and particularly over the last sort of 6 years or so. They seem to be quite happy with the current setup at Old Trafford. They said that everything's done right at the club. What's your view on that?
Well, my view on that is we are not Malcolm Glazer's bank account managers. So if they're talking about being his bank account manager, then yes, he has. He's done very well out of us. But as a football club, but these comments don't surprise me. We all know that 50% of the people that populate any football ground, probably more so ours, I don't know what planet they come from.
With the international friendlies replacing the league games this weekend, the next match is a trip to Swansea on Saturday, November the 19th.
Lakes TV is the TV channel for the people of Cumbria and those who love the lakes. Bringing you the best that the Lake District has to offer, Lakes TV broadcasts on Sky Channel 201, 203 and Freesat Channel 403. For full listings and to watch on demand, visit lakestv.net.
Looking back to Wednesday night, and United welcomed the Romanian champions, Uftv Galati, to Old Trafford.
Souvenir half and half, matchday scarves, any more your colours now?
So you've travelled all the way from Romania, have you?
Yeah.
And what are you hoping from tonight's game?
I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. To be a nice game. To be a nice game, yeah, of course.
Did you enjoy the visit to Bucharest, or were you annoyed that you had to travel to Bucharest to see your team?
No. It's not a problem. Yeah. To travel to Bucharest. It was alright. It was alright to come here.
And who's the player we should watch out for tonight then? Who's your best player?
The goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper. So another win and another clean sheet against a plucky side, thanks to Antonio Valencia's early goal, was one of the few highlights in a forgettable game. On the plus side, United went top of their group thanks to a 1-1 draw in the other game between Benfica and Basel. We now welcome Benfica to Old Trafford on November the 22nd, knowing that a win will see us top the group and qualify for the knockout stages. There are many football fans that will look at Chelsea captain John Terry as one of the biggest balloons to have ever graced, or perhaps disgraced, our great game. But to the vast majority of United fans, we will never forget the joy of watching him slip on his backside in the rain in Moscow. So it's fitting as we celebrate Sir Alex's 25th anniversary to look back at that glorious rainy night in Moscow with this special Vans video diary. I believe there's Manchester United fans and Chelsea fans together. What's the atmosphere been like on the boat?
So far so good, no problems at all. What it'll be like later on, who knows? But we'll have to just wait and see. There's a few Chelsea boys in the bar now, and the United fans seems to have gone into town most of them now.
Talk to me, Terry Tibbs.
Talk to me. We're going into town now. We're going to Red Square to see where the Red Army is.
Yeah, we're on the boat. It's been quite pleasurable. Nice compact cabins. You know, it's quite interesting. You know, I thought it would have been full of United fans and bouncing all the time. Apparently, it was when we weren't there, but we had a good time in Moscow. It's an interesting place to stay in comparison to, you know, a nice salubrious hotel room, but good experience. And hopefully tonight, when we win the European Cup, we'll come back and we'll celebrate on the top deck. Off to the game now. Come on, the boys.
Next one,